So last class we started working with translations and we did okay, but I want to kind of review this, let you guys have some practice, and then work on other activities. So what we have here is we are given different translations. So what this first line here is telling us is I want to take my points x and y. This little arrow kind of represents the vector that we talked about last week. And I want to move them or slide them or translate them by adding 2 to my x value and subtracting 2 to my y value. That's what that first line is telling you. So I do this by every single point. So my first point is A. I'm going to put in my x value, which is at 0. So, switched out of draw it. And that's fine. So I'm going to put in a 0 here. I don't understand why you won't let me stay and draw it. But you would do a 0 plus 2. So 0 plus 2 would be my first translation. I took this point, my x value, and I'm adding on 2. Comma, I'm going to do my y. My y is -3. And I'm going to do -3 minus 2. And I just want to simplify that. So 0 plus 2 I know is 2, comma, -3 minus 2 is -5. If you struggle with negatives, feel free to use a calculator or double check, ask me, whatever you need to do. And that's all these are. It's simply a matter of adding, subtracting, whatever you're told. So if I move on to point Z here, I have the point 0, 0. Pretty easy point. Oops. Actually, I didn't need to write it like that. Go ahead and erase it. We have the point 0, 0. My x is 0, so I'm going to 0 plus 2, comma, 0 minus 2. Simplify that, and I should get the point 2, comma, -2. And I can keep going, and I'm going to write into my next problem because I ran out of room. I take my x value, which is 3, add 2, comma, take my y value, which is -1, and subtract 2. And simplify that. 3 plus 2 is 5, and 1 minus 2 is -3. So you're adding and subtracting. And then if I do my last problem here, my E, 3 plus 2 again. So sometimes you'll get some duplicate. And -2 minus 2 equal to 5, comma, -4. What we're going to move on to after this is how to graph all of this and to see your translation. But I want you to just practice this adding and subtracting and make sure we have that down.